friends. How are you today? So, question that I have is, do you want to be a bad listener? It's a ridiculous question, right? It's similar to the question that I ask when I'm coaching some of the leaders that I coach. I'm pretty sure that people don't wake up at the beginning of the day and say, I wonder how many people I can tick off today. It's just not in our DNA. Well, most of us, right? But for the same reason, I'm pretty sure that people don't have an intention to be a bad listener. In fact, studies show, excuse me, studies show that most people think that they are really good listeners. However, our brains are hardwired. Some other studies show our brains are hardwired for us to be distracted in our listening. So 75% of our brain at any moment can be doing other things while the 25% of our brain wants to be listening. That 75% that's out there that's thinking about what am I going to eat for dinner or where we're going to go on vacation or solving the world's problems or whatever it is needs to be mindful that how can you get yourself back into the conversation? And it's beyond active listening because there is a component of active listening, but there's an opportunity for us to learn about ourselves in terms of the preference of where do we fall into when we are listening for cues. Are we listening for connections with people? Are we listening for connections with ourselves? Are we listening for you to prove it to me with the data and the analytics and everything else? By the way, if you need any of that, I can provide it to you. Or are you listening for the big idea, for the future, for the innovation? Those are the four different listening components of listening intelligence. But it's really knowing that we walk into every conversation with an idea of this is what I hope to get out of it. And if we don't get out, like just naturally get out of the conversation what we need, we may just tune it out. We may just turn our brain off and stop listening until our brain figures out, oh, they're talking about something that I'm interested in. And then you tune back in. Case in point, when I'm doing listening intelligence discovery sessions, the example that I give is pay attention when you go to a conference. Those presentations that you watch that seem to go on and on. Some of them, they're supposed to be informative, but they show up more as salesy, which is terrible. But when do you tune out? When do you disengage from the conversation? Is it when you don't see any applicability to you? Is it when you don't see how it's going to impact your team? Is it when you don't see the data in the analysis to back up what's being said? Or is it when they're trying something that, again, they may be salesy and they're trying to repeat something that's not as innovative as possible? That's when you can tell and play around with it. When we pick up, there's my phone. When we pick up our phone and we have that, we tune out, it's paying attention to what is it about it that's making me tune out. Also pay attention to what's getting you back in. Where do you lean into those kinds of conversations? Where do you tune in? And, it's not nirvana. Every one of us doesn't get something from the conversation that we need. Probably in this little time that I'm spending with you right now, you either have me at 1.5 speed or you've fast forwarded me to other stuff. Like, it's just the reality of our brains are like massive and they are hardwired for us to do other things. Again, studies show 500 words a minute is what our brain has the capacity to process, but we only speak at about 125 to 150 words a minute. So what are you doing with all that extra time? When you get distracted, it's not about beating ourselves up. It's about knowing that it's natural, it's a habit, and we all do it. But having the self-awareness to be able to pop yourself back into the conversation and then listen to learn. Because while it might not give you something intuitive or informative, it may be benefit to your organization or one of your colleagues or one of your family members. You never know. It's all about listening, and listening and communication are at the heart of successful relationships. Want to know a little bit more about that? Want to test your listening? See if you truly are a bad listener? Don't hesitate to reach out and contact me. I will see you soon.